Zone advantage is yours. Zone A captured. Zone B lost. That's 2. 3 down. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Vicious. 2 down. 3 opponents down. Another one off the list. Show me a new legend.
I was always a huge fan of the Bygones back in Forsaken, and when I look at my stats now, it's still in one of my top 5 most used weapons in the kinetic slot. None of the previous replacements after sunsetting really vibed with me, so I was always keeping an eye out for the Bygones 2.0. The Hail and Confusion from Europa didn't have the perks I was looking for, and the last edition's design was something I just couldn't ignore, with the circle reticle and the big ass weapon body that seemed to cover up a big part of the screen. But with the release of the Forger's Pledge, it seems like my prayers have been answered. This gun feels great to me. The new Iron Banner Pulse is a solar energy adaptive frame that I honestly can say earns the title as my personal Bygones 2.0. The adaptive frames feel like reliable weapons with a pretty forgiving 3-burst kill. This can be altered to a 2-burst or a really forgiving 3-burst kill with basically any damage bonus, of which the Forger's Pledge has 2 options for perks, Rampage and Multi-Kill Clip. Between these, it's pretty much a preference thing. I really always loved Kill Clip on most weapons, especially the Bygones, letting you move from a more careful strategic kill to becoming a machine that allows you to push and win second or third unfavorable fights. I've liked Rampage on the Forger's Pledge due to the huge magazine that allows for 3 or 4 chain kills without even reloading. Really, either perk would be great, but it's just a preference over whether you just want to keep firing or you like the control over reloading between the kills. Charge with Light, Empowering Rifts, Weapons of Light, Sun Warrior, Inertia Override, etc. also make this weapon a force to be reckoned with. For the other perk slot, there's a couple of options. Surplus is one of my favourite perks and has been since it was released, basically, which this gun has in that column. This would honestly be my choice in there, especially on the Titan. I feel like I have abilities up that I'm not rushing to use pretty often, like the Barricade, and the Titan has no handling exotic that you can use to help this. Following on from that, Quick Draw is also an option you can take here, but I like the more sustained bonuses from Surplus personally. Zen Moment's always a staple for pulses also that you can take in that slot, and then there's Tunnel Vision and Heating Up. And they're 2 perks that I've loved on some other weapons, and I would love to try it on this one. These would pair well with Multi-Kill Clip and Rampage, respectively. I feel like I'd really have to sample the whole lot before I could confidently decide which perk I'd put at the top here. We can also look at the stats. Just to point out something here, with the recoil direction on the Pulse, it felt better for me to use a counterbalance mod when I didn't have a recoil bonus barrel option, like Arrowhead Break. Since the recoil is 51, it's gonna tend to the left. I know this is mostly a console problem, because the recoil is worse there with controller. But I just thought I'd mention it since that's where I'm playing. Honestly, the biggest downside I see to this gun is really the farmability of the weapon. Being only an Iron Banner and the loot pool getting fairly bloated right now with no focusing options. The silver lining to the Nightmare farm for one of these is that there are a few alternative perk options, so that does sort of diminish the struggle compared to the Multimac, another Iron Banner weapon, for example, which to me has a lot of bad perks that really get in the way of getting a decent roll. Something a few people have also mentioned that I noticed when I was first using this gun is the pretty extreme reticle sway with the red dot sight. This honestly doesn't really bother me, and doesn't seem like much of an issue, although I get how some design choices on guns can throw you off using them. I really think otherwise the sight is nice and very usable. I'm a big fan of the basic open red dot. It really doesn't seem to throw off any of my shots, and it still performs well in heavy strafing situations. That's pretty much my breakdown for the Forger's Pledge Iron Banner Pulse for this season. I'm pretty excited to get this option back in the game, and I'll be using it a lot more in the future, and hopefully getting that perfect roll that I'm always chasing. If you found this video useful in any way, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see any more videos like this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Forger's Pledge and what roles you'll be hunting for. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Zone B lost. Zone A captured. 2 zones are yours. 5 minutes left. Sound tactics so far. Zone C lost. That's 2. Zone C captured. 2 zones are yours. Zone B captured. The flames have ignited. Let the wolves hunt. The flames have gone cold. Zone B captured. Opponent claimed Zone A. Don't let up till it's over. 3 minutes remain. Keep the pressure and you have them. Opponent claims Zone C. Zone A captured. You have the advantage. Press on. Cut their momentum. Keep pushing. A clean victory. Your courage in victory is an inspiration.